going to make a bee head. So first, I just make a ball, solid ball, and then have its funnel. And I stick it on the funnel like that. I kind of squish it because heads aren't completely round. It's kind of a bee person that represents bees because I'm making this bee show. Then I take this dowel, push it up through the center because I need a hole to go all the way through for when it's marionette, because eventually this is going to be a marionette in the Save the Bees murder mystery show, May 22nd. Now, see this little ridge here? I kind of use that and this popsicle stick to make a center line, just as a guide. And then I put one going across, kind of low, because I want to keep the childish cute factor on these. Because bees are cute, but it's not cute what's happening to them. They're all dying, and we need the bees. Okay, I'm going to use this to poke in the eye sockets. There's one. Try to keep it kind of even. And there's the other one. Go. Eye sockets. Trying to keep them kind of the same. Ooh, looks like a ghost. That's kind of even. Okay. Now I have a little bit of clay that I'm keeping damp. I'm keeping this damp rag over it because it dries out so fast. I'm going to get a teeny little bit for the nose. And you always gotta score and slip so stuff sticks. Here's my little slip. Put that there. Score. Geez, where's the bottom of the nose? Here. And stick the nose up. Oh, try to keep it. Try to keep it straight. And then blend it in. I'll refine it more later, but there we go. Instead of squeezing it, cut some off with my handy dandy X-Acto knife shape. But it's good. It's back to the right way. Okay. Now to make some eyeballs. I'm going to make 2 balls. For the eyeballs. Tricky thing is knowing how big to make them. But I just use trial and error. I'm sure someone else would do something more scientific. Too big. Woo. it feels a little dry. So when it feels dry, I just get my hands damp. That's all you need. Too much water and it'll make the clay weak. See? That was all it needed. Is that the right size? I think it is. Just get that round. And then I gotta make a matching one. Sometimes making matching stuff is harder than making the first one. Especially for a person like me, because I don't do anything exact. I'm not like a detail kind of person. That lost its roundness. I think that's gonna work. And that one's gonna work. Okay, now we have to score it because the eyeball will fall out if you don't. So scratch it up. Scratchy, scratchy. Scratch. Ah! Without messing anything else up. Put a little slip in there. Maybe I should use a brush, because I keep on scratching this all up. A little dabby dabby dab. You don't want to end up smoothing it out again. Okay. Now, scratch this up to the eyeball. Scratch, scratch. Keep the part that's going to show nice and smooth, like eyeballs are. Okay, the moment of truth. Pop that eyeball in. Pop in. Pop in. Ah, pop in. Shoot, it doesn't want to pop in. Oh. Come on, you. Pop. I think it will now. I don't want it to lose its roundness. There we go. One eyeball in. Are you gonna go in there? Yeah. Oh, there's a little piece of hair on there. Okay, this is a little dry, so it's cracking all over the place. We don't want it. My cat hangs out here, so that was cat hair, which will burn off in the kiln, but I just still don't want it there. It might leave an imprint, and I want the eyes to be nice and smooth. And pop the eye in. I'll make a little, like, cigar shape. That's a little too big. You sort of dry fit it first to see what size you need, and then I'll smush it a little bit. Put a little bit of slip here and there. Better scratch it. Scratch, 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 scratch. And stick it on. This is when it's good to have tiny little hands, but when you don't have tiny hands, you can use a brush. That works pretty good too for you big hand people. Now, if I wanted her to, and it's, most of the puppets for this show are female, because almost all of the bees in a hive are female. There's only a few male, the drones, and they're, sorry to say, really only good for inseminating the queen, and they die. They do nothing else the whole rest of their life. They don't work. They're fed by the worker bees. They don't even clean up their own poop. The worker bees do it for them. But gotta have them or no babies. So what are you gonna do? Mind you of anything? Very good. Oh, lovely. This one is Josie. She's the queen bee's attendant, courtier. I think she's kind of happy. I'd say she's a happy person, happy bee. So I'm gonna give her a smile. So, oh, that might have been too low. Right to there. That looks good. Right to there. I gotta press down here because the upper lip sticks out further. Okay, I'm gonna make some teeny tiny little teeth. Teeny ones. Get rid of some of this junk. Okay, so kind of flatten a piece, and it's got to be curved, and I will just cut in some teeth. I think I'm only going to show the top teeth. Put the teeth right in there and try to push them back in a curve. Ah, our teeth are falling down. And they have to be back so there's space there between the top lip. They're kind of too big. Don't worry, Jessie. I will fix them. And I also have to turn this up a little bit. So we roly, roly, roly. Bend. Now make sure this isn't too dry. If you bend it and you see cracks, then you've got it too dry. So dampen your fingers. That's all you need. And roll it again. And try again. Perfect. See? It is not cracking. And you kind of put this lip there. And just curve it up. See? Now I had to cut sorry, Josie. I had to got too much cheek there. Well, not cheek, you know, like too much jowl. No, chin, something. Too much under there. Too much. Is that better? Yeah, that's looking better. A better jawline. But she needs a chin. Actually, before the chin, do we need more cheek? Yes. So get a little bit. We want to give her cheekbones. So scratch a little there, scratch a little there. Get this, like a little piece there. And we're going to add it here. Ooh, not too low. Try to blend it in. This would be a heck of a lot easier if it was bigger. Not long, but I think they get worked to death. Not that the queen has it all that easy. She has to lay like 1,500 eggs. And if she doesn't keep laying, boom. She's replaced. Okay. Maybe I should work on her nose. This is real good for nostrils. So, make sure the nose is straight. And let's just go in there. Now she's got nostrils. Okay, I just put on the eyebrows. Forgot to turn the camera back on. But there's the eyebrows. I just scratched a little, made a long teeny weeny snake. And I'm just blending it. I think she is ready for her ears. So I go on the side here and I make a dent. Then I'll go over here and make another hole, trying to keep everything kind of even. Even though humans are not even perfectly, but you know, this is all fantasy. Then take some clay and I'll make two ears. Pretty much I just roll little balls. Put that over there. Roll a little ball. Then I will, oh, see that? It's a little dry. Okay. And then cut it in half and squish it. Squish. And I'll leave a little tab there. Squish. Not too thin because you don't want the ears like breaking off. Kind of keep it round. Try to keep them the same. That's kind of the same. Smooth that out. And then stick it in the slip. Scratch it a bit in there. Scratchy scratch. Scratch your ear. Scratch this part of the ear. And stick it in. Yeah. I know bees don't really have ears. But this is fantasy. Just, there we go. She's looking kind of cute, huh? I'm looking cute. I'm looking cute. Here. Okay. Scratch on the back of the ear and stick. blend it. Put my finger there to kind of support the ear. And put a hole.